Welcome back to Hollywood Wink. Today, we're unpacking the conversation around Angelina Jolie's Christmas photos and why headlines claiming they are inappropriate for even adults tend to say far more about modern media habits than about the images themselves. As one of the most photographed and scrutinized public figures of her generation, Jolie has long existed under a microscope where even the most ordinary moments can be reframed as controversial. When holiday photos surface, often showing warmth, reflection, or time spent away from red carpets, they're sometimes exaggerated into something they're not, simply because her name carries weight and curiosity follows wherever she goes. Angelina Jolie's public image has always been layered: humanitarian, filmmaker, actress, mother, and global icon. That complexity often invites dramatic interpretations of otherwise simple moments. Christmas photos, typically associated with calm, reflection, and personal connection, are rarely meant to provoke. Yet when attached to a figure as famous as Jolie, even subtle or artistic imagery can be spun into something sensational. The phrase inappropriate in this context often reveals more about cultural expectations and media appetite than about the content itself. What makes Jolie particularly fascinating is her ability to balance vulnerability with strength. Over the years, she has used her platform to advocate for refugees, human rights, and humanitarian causes, often choosing substance over spectacle. When images emerge of her in relaxed or personal settings, they can feel jarring only because audiences are used to seeing her in highly curated public roles. That contrast, however, doesn't signal impropriety, it highlights her humanity. She is allowed moments of softness, privacy, and self-expression without them becoming controversy. The reaction to such photos also reflects how celebrity culture often struggles with nuance. Instead of allowing room for context, headlines chase attention by framing normalcy as scandal. In reality, these images tend to show a woman embracing quiet moments during a meaningful time of year. There is nothing shocking about that, unless one expects public figures to remain permanently polished and distant. Angelina Jolie's lasting influence comes not from provocation, but from authenticity and purpose. She has consistently chosen depth over display, impact over image. When stripped of sensational language, the so-called controversy fades, leaving behind a portrait of someone navigating fame with intention and restraint. Ultimately, the fascination with her Christmas photos reveals more about audience expectations than about Jolie herself. Rather than being inappropriate, these moments reflect a human being stepping away from performance and into personal space. In a world that constantly demands access, that quiet authenticity may be the most powerful statement of all.